Hey, Chris Ferdinandi here with another Vanilla.js quick tip. Let's get into it. You might be wondering, why not just use a plain old object like this one here? I've got an object assigned to calculator, and each of its properties is one of our math functions. One advantage of the revealing module pattern is that you can include functions and variables that are private and can't be accessed outside of the library. With an object like this, every property that you put in it is going to be publicly accessible. If we look at our calculator function, for example, each of the methods inside this library includes a bit of code that makes sure that there are some numbers. If there aren't any at all, it's going to return 0. If there are, it's going to remove the first number and use it as the starting value for the total. And this is repeated in each of our functions. This violates dry or do not repeat yourself coding principles. We can abstract that bit of code into a getTotal helper function. So here we're passing in the numbers. If they don't exist, we're returning 0. Otherwise, we're removing that first number and then returning it. And then inside our functions, we can run getTotal, pass in the numbers, and assign it to the variable as one step. And we reduce some of the repetition in our code. The getTotal function is not a library function. It's only intended to be used inside other functions in our library. With a plain object, that getTotal function would be a public method as part of the library, but we don't want that. With a revealing module pattern, we can keep it private and for internal use only. As long as we don't add it to this object of returned functions, it remains an internal method. So the only functions that can be accessed are those that are explicitly returned at the end of the immediately invoked function expression. If I jump over to the browser, if I pass nothing into calculator add, it's going to return 0. But if I were to try to run the getTotal function, I actually get an error saying that it's not a function because it hasn't been exported. It's internal only to our library. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe even share it with someone else who you think might enjoy it. You can also get my daily developer tips newsletter over at gomakethings.com, where every weekday I share a new tip, trick, tool, or Vanilla.js snippet to help you build a simpler and more resilient web. Thanks so much for watching.